Here, topic here branch that is bioinformatics. ഒട്ടും പഠിക്കാത്തൊരു ബ്രാഞ്ചാണ് ബയോഇൻഫോർമാറ്റിക്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Bioinformatics basically two branches: science, biology. Second is informatics. Informatics is something connected with the computer. So you are using computer for solving the problems in biology. Or we can say we are using computer for utilizing that computer knowledge in solving biological issues or biological problems. So that is the branch. That branch is known by the name bioinformatics. Here you can find a definition. So what we are doing, we are application of computer technology for management of biological information. There are different types of biological information. For example, the taxonomy, we have names of different types of animals. You go take DNA, we have different types of sequences. These are all biological data or biological information. Now it is not easy to, when we talk about DNA sequence, DNA barcode, DNA fingerprinting. These are all highly sophisticated, highly advanced things. A human brain cannot solve or easily manage these information. So we need some kind of device like a computer for solving such problems. That is why this branch is gradually developed in science, and it is known as a bioinformatics. So we are using computers are used to collect, store, analyze and integrate biological. What are the purpose of computers? One is storing of information. For example, if you go to just like Wikipedia, you have there is a wiki species is there. In that wiki species you will get information about all the animal and plant species of the world. And similarly there are different types of catalogs. For example, in my area called spider, it's a whale spider catalog. If you go to that whale spider catalog, you will get all the information about more than 45,000 species of spiders recorded from different parts of the world. So like that there are a lot of catalogs are there, and we need some kind of device to store this information. So one purpose is collecting and storing information. Second is analyzing and integrating information. For example, if I am talking about whale spider catalog, you go to that whale spider catalog and you want to know what are the species coming under one particular genus. If there is a search box there, if you put the name of the genus, it will immediately bring all the species coming under that genus. So such kind of utilization, such kind of uses are there for the computer. So what we are doing is that we are using this information for collecting, storing, analyzing and integrating. Integrating means combining with another, or using the data along with another data. That's the meaning of the word integrating. Biological and genetic information which can be applied or which can be used for solving various kinds of biological investigation. What is investigation? Investigation is kind of inquiry. We are making some kind of inquiry or some kind of discovery. That is the meaning of the word investigation. Now, another is that there are two branches. One is computational biology, and second one is the bioinformatics. If you take these two branches, it is basically the same thing that we are saying in, for example, for India we say Bharat, or we say Hindustan, like that, the same thing. But there are slight differences are there. So computational biology and bioinformatics are often used interchangeably because both are referring to the same branch of science. So basically bioinformatics is basically concerned with creation of tools Tools means algorithms. Algorithms means what is the meaning of the word algorithm? Is a set of rules. For example, in mathematics, to solve a problem, we have to go through certain rules. In physics also, to solve a problem, we have to go through a set of rules. Such set of rules are known based in algorithms. So in computer also, there is a set of rules for finding its answer. For example, in computer, you want to find a average of a certain number. You have to follow certain rules. You have to first, this is the step, second step, third step. That sequence of steps is basically known by the name algorithm. Then databases. Databases simply means something, some kind of computer. We are storing some information. Database of DNA, database of RNA, database of taxonomy, or database of matter, database of insect. So such kind of databases are there. So that is another. So basically bioinformatics is concerned with the creation of tools. Creation of tools means how this data has to be stored and data has to be used. So one purpose of bioinformatics is that they are used for creation of tools like making algorithms, storing of data, then statistical techniques. You know, in the use of Justice I will be teaching you about what is standard deviation, or what is average, what is mean, or what is mode. These are all statistical techniques. There is a purpose in that. So what to find the most probable thing. That is a purpose of any statistical thing. So these are the basic purpose of bioinformatics, and that solve problems arising from the management and analysis of biological data. For example, when we are dealing with DNA, millions of very small information or data will be there. It is not easy for a human brain to think about that and analyze it properly. In such a case, we have to use some highly sophisticated, very fast computer, not very supercomputer. For example, in the use of meteorology, they are using supercomputer. In nuclear science, they are using supercomputer. And similarly, in the use of DNA analysis also, sometimes we do highly fast, computers compared to supercomputers. Such computers will can work very fastly and handle thousands of data at the same time. That is the advantage of using computer. So in the use of computer, we are using it for management and also for analysis of biological data. That is a purpose. The goal is used to build useful tools that work on biological data. Basically, in the use of bioinformatics, most of the people who are working on bioinformatics are from engineering background, basically computer engineers. These are the people who are working in bioinformatics. So they are not coming from biological science. Their main branch will be computer science or engineering, but they are utilizing that knowledge that they have studied in engineering science or computer science for solving biological. So that is the difference in the use of bioinformatics. Now there is another branch, that is computational biology. So in the use of computational biology, it basically is a hypothesis-driven investigation of a specific biological problem. We are trying to solve a biological problem. And for solving that biological problem, we are utilizing computer. And we may be using some kind of simulated experiment. Simulated means imaginary. That is the meaning of it. Simulated. Then primary goal of discovery and advancement of biological knowledge. Here, in the use of computational biology, the study of biology using computational techniques. And people who are working in computational biology will be biologists. Their main study area will be biology. They may be either from zoology or from botany or from other related science and biology. They are not engineers. So people who are working in computational biology will be basically biologists. People who are working in bioinformatics will be engaged. That is a difference. But both are both are working in the same area. But their background is different. Because purpose of bioinformatics technician is that they are devising certain technique. For devising or designing those techniques, computational techniques, they should have a proper knowledge of computer techniques. And they are utilizing that knowledge for solving biological problems. And what computational biologists are using? They are using computer. And they are using computer, they are solving the biological issues, biological problems. So that is the difference. So between computational biology and bioinformatics. Basically both are same branch, but people are coming from different branches of science. So that is the, see here you can see that Call of Duty is a new biology about living system. It is about science. Then to put more simply, bioinformatics is concerned with information, while computational biology is concerned with the hypothesis, how new discoveries are made. Or another term is that computational biology is more biology. That is a very simple definition. Computers to help biology. Whereas bioinformatics is more computational science with the biology. So that is the difference between bioinformatics and computational biology. So sometimes you can expect a question about how can you distinguish between computational biology and bioinformatics. Basically there is not much difference. But there are slight differences between them. Then here you can find number of areas where bioinformatics are used. You can find sequence analysis, then DNA sequencing, and these are we will be doing DNA sequencing and practicals are concerned with the DNA sequencing. Then genome annotation in genetics also it will be the genomes can be genes can be simplified into genome. Then computational evolutionary biology is the comparative genomics is the genetics of disease and other. This is a highly advanced practice in genetics. So computational biology and bioinformatics are helping in solving problems coming from this area. Then analysis of mutation, for example, basically all cancers are caused by some kind of changes in the gene. So that is the work of analyzing the mutation. What are the changes occurring in a chromosome? Or what are the changes occurring in a gene which are leading to a cancer? All cancers are caused by some kind of genetic changes. So that is the analysis of mutation, gene protein expression. Then here also you can find protein microscopy and image analysis. For example, if you come to my lab, there are sophisticated from the lab microscope that costs more than 15 to 17 lakhs. They are using highly advanced image analysis. You just place a spider or any insect below that microscope, you will automatically take the 10 or 15 pictures and combine those pictures to produce your best picture. So that kind of techniques are available now, and that is not the name image analysis. Then here also you can find biodiversity information, ontology and data integration. The different branches are there about which we will be studying. I am not going to spend much time on explaining that. Then we have to see what are the important sequences in biological science. That we have to study. What are the different types of sequences that we have to study in biology. The biological science, the sequence or primary structure of a nucleic acid. What is a sequence? You know about different types of nucleic acid. DNA is a nucleic acid. RNA is a nucleic acid. These are the two different types of nucleic acid. And their sequence or their primary structure is known by the sequence. Is actually made up of different type of structures. For example, each DNA or each RNA will be having a sugar will be there. There will be a phosphate molecule will be there. Then pentose sugar, their sugar molecule, phosphate molecule. Then a phosphate. These are the two important parts of a DNA or RNA. Now coming to the different nucleic acid sequences or DNA or RNA sequences, basically we have two different types of sequences. One is DNA sequence, other is RNA sequence. We will see what these are the main sequences. DNA simply means an abbreviation of deoxyribonucleic acid. It consists of ribose sugar, then it consists of phosphate is there, and they are mainly present in prokaryotic cell as well as the eukaryotic cell. You know what are prokaryotic cell? Bacteria like small organisms are known by the name prokaryotic cell. And eukaryotic cell means most of the higher living organisms are coming under the eukaryotic cell. Now about the DNA, their definition is their full form is deoxyribonucleic acid. And what is the purpose of DNA? DNA is basically coding certain information. The purpose of DNA is that they are coding genetic information for transmission of genetic traits. For example, our skin color, our body shape, our eye color, our hair pattern, all these are inherited from our parents. So it is from the genes present in our parents we got these characteristics. So, and it is the DNA that is coding this information. DNA is a very small molecule, but it carries the information in a coded form, and that codes are used by our body to produce appropriate protein at the hair level. For example, color of the hair is black or color of the hair is brown. That depends on the type of protein present there. So it is a genetic code or genetic genes or genetic code that is producing this kind of information. Then if you go to the DNA, it is composed of a long chain of monomer nucleotides. Then about the structure of DNA, it consists of the sugar molecule which is attached with a phosphate group and 4 nitrogen bases. For example, if you take DNA molecule or deoxyribonucleic acid, there are 3 parts for a DNA. One is the nitrogen bases. These are the nitrogen bases. Then there is a sugar and phosphate backbone. So there are mainly 3 parts for a DNA chain. One is nitrogen bases. There are 4 different types of nitrogen bases. They are adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. Then we have 2 different, then we have a sugar molecule, that is deoxyribose is a sugar molecule. Then we have a what we call phosphate molecule. So these are the different types of components present in a deoxy DNA molecule. Then, so that is regarding the structure of a DNA molecule. So DNA molecule consists of a sugar molecule, phosphate molecule group and 4 nitrogen bases. Then here the nucleotides are joined together by covalent bonds. Covalent bonds means here you can see that these are the adenine and thymine. They are linked by covalent bond. That is a type of bonds present in it. Then and these are all the details which you have already studied in the Then second type of sequence is known by the name RNA. So one sequence is the DNA and second important sequence present in biological science is the RNA. And going to the RNA simply means ribonucleic acid. Definitely the full form of RNA is ribonucleic acid. So it will be containing a sugar known by the name ribose. In the use of DNA, we are finding a entirely different sugar that is known by the name deoxyribose. Deoxyribose is the sugar molecule in DNA. Ribose is the sugar molecule in an RNA. So that is the basic difference between this DNA and RNA. And both the DNA and RNA are used as carriers of genetic information. For example, in the use of all higher organisms, our genetic information is stored in our DNA. But you take this AIDS virus. or cold virus or recent the coronavirus, their genetic information is stored in RNA. RNA, that is why, but RNA is the, so some of the lower organisms will be carrying RNA as the carrier of genetic information. So in most of the higher organisms we are finding only DNA. Then RNA consists of a ribose sugar, a phosphate bond and 4 nitrogen bases. Just like the DNA here you can see, there will be 4 nitrogen bases are the ribose. Instead of deoxyribose we are finding ribose sugar. And there is also one major difference. Here the nitrogen bases are adenine, guanine, cytosine and uracil. Whereas if you look at this picture, it is adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. So in the case of DNA we are finding thymine as a nitrogen base. But in an RNA thymine is not present. Instead of thymine we can find uracil. That is the only major difference between RNA as well as DNA. There is a difference in the nature of the type of sugar, this ribose sugar, and there is also difference in the type of nitrogen base present. Here it is adenine and thymine, whereas in an RNA it will be adenine and uracil. That is the difference between DNA and RNA. See, adenine, guanine, cytosine and uracil. So these are the different type of nitrogen bases that we are finding in an RNA. Here you can find the structural details of here. For example, this is the DNA, cytosine, guanine, adenine and thymine. And another difference is that in the case of DNA molecule, it is a double helix. This is how the nature of a DNA molecule will be looking. It will be double helix. But here it is a single chain molecule. That is the difference. So RNA, in the case of RNA, there are not 2 chains. Only one strand is there. But here in the case of DNA, we can find 2 strands are there. You can find the picture of an RNA, and also the basic difference is in the nature of the chain, nature of the ribose sugar molecule, and also in the uracil will be replacing thymine here. These are the major differences between RNA as well as DNA. And this information you have already studied in your lower class. So this is regarding the different types of sequences present in biological science. And one more topic we will be discussing.